In this episode of the Travel Radio series, we're looking at what's on DAB digital radio in Poland, starting here in Rzeszów, the largest city in southeastern Poland. Today in Poland there are a range of stations from the public broadcaster Polskie Radio, alongside popular commercial stations, as well as some independent and student outlets. Polish radio offers several national radio stations. There's Polish Radio Programme 1, or Jedynka, which plays Polish and English language music alongside news, interviews and information. Programme 2, or Dwójka, offers classical music and cultural programmes. The channel also has programmes about topics like design, history and film. Programme 3, Trójka, features music, conversations and features, such as on video games and economics. It has quite a varied playlist as well. In the same hour I was listening, I heard School by Supertramp and Dry Your Eyes by The Streets. Programme 4, Czwórka, is a youth-oriented station available on DAB+ and online. Polskie Radio 24, or Polish Radio 24, is a news and spoken word station with coverage of current affairs, sport, health and more. There's also Polskie Radio Chopin, a classical music station. The composer Chopin was Polish, as well as outlets dedicated to children's and parents programming and Polish music. Radio Poland offers programmes in multiple languages. While in Poland I heard the BBC World Service being carried on the station. Then there are 17 regional stations, like Radio Kraków. Although part of Polskie Radio, the stations appear to be more independent than we might see with the local public radio stations in the UK or France. There are 16 provinces in Poland and many of the stations take their names from the capital of each province. Some of the regional stations also offer their own second channels. There isn't a single national multiplex for Polskie Radio, unlike we might see with the BBC in the UK. Instead, there are ensembles across the country which carry the national stations as well as the regional station. So in Rzeszów, there is an ensemble on Block 11A, which carries Radio Rzeszów, while in Kraków, on Block 11B, you can find Radio Kraków and its second station. This is the Baronówka Tower in Rzeszów. The concrete tower is 64 metres tall and carries FM radio and digital TV, in addition to a DAB+ digital radio. I believe the Polish radio multiplex is carried from here, but not the commercial multiplex, which is for Rzeszów. 3 FM stations are transmitted from here: Radio Z, Anti-Radio and Vox FM. Let's move on to Kraków and the main square. Here you can see the St. Mary's Basilica, where every hour, 24 hours a day, the St. Mary's trumpet call is played. The noon trumpet call is broadcast live on Polish radio Jedynka. Although I've spoken about Polskie Radio at first, the most popular radio station in Poland is based here in Kraków. RMF FM was founded in 1990 as the first nationwide commercial radio station in the country, and it's now the most listened to, with news bulletins and hit music. It also offers a youth-oriented and a cultural station, and is actually owned by Bauer Media Group, who own some of the biggest stations in the UK and Ireland. RMF is actually not on DAB digital radio in the country, preferring FM and online. The same goes for other popular commercial stations in Poland. Radio Z is another popular national radio station that started in 1990. Leaning more to adult contemporary music, the station also has speech content like a daily interview with a politician and a weekly car programme. Radio Eska is a music station playing popular music. Vox FM plays some recent music but also hits from the 80s onwards, and Anti-Radio plays rock music. There are some commercial radio stations on digital radio. Disco Radio plays disco polo music, a genre of dance music from Poland, while Radio Mega is more oriented around the 80s and 90s. There are some other music stations playing English and Polish language songs. Thank you for watching this video. Check out the Travel Radio playlist to see some previous episodes from this series and subscribe to see more videos when they're uploaded. Can you add any information or corrections or share your favourite Polish radio stations and artists? Please do leave a comment below.